Hello everyone and welcome back. It's been a bit over a week since my last update and a lot has changed here. So let's get into it. The first thing you might notice is that my courtyard breeding setup has gotten a little bit bigger. There are actually 6 boxes here now instead of the 4 that we originally had. And I've bought a whole bunch of new pairs down here to breed with. If you saw my video from a few weeks ago when we wormed all the pigeons, you'll know that most of my breeding pigeons are actually kept at my parents' house at the moment. I only have a few down here of my breeding setup. And that, unfortunately, is the way it's going to stay until I can move house again. But I've bought 6 new pairs down, and this time we are breeding for racing. We're not breeding stock birds for colour anymore. A lot of people seem to think that I actually don't breed racing pigeons, I just focus on colours or genetics, but that is definitely wrong. Most of the breeding pigeons here have actually been raced before, and all the babies out of these pairs will be going to race lofts to be trained for racing. Throughout the rest of the week I'll do introductory videos on all the pairs that we have here. But for now, let's just have a quick look at them. Up the back, of course, is my recessive opal grizzle. And he's looking quite nice, I'm very happy with him. And he's with the black hen. This is actually the mother of the black-pied pigeon in the video explaining why that pigeon isn't a tiger grizzle. Her babies from last year are racing, obviously. And the grizzle cock in the background, he raced for 4 years. So he's not a colour pigeon, he's definitely a racing pigeon. And of course, these two are part of my spread recessive opal project this year. These two are also part of that project. This cockbird is the father of the black-pied, who I mentioned previously. And this black hen is the sister of the hen paired up to the opal grizzle cock. Over here we have a pair that I mentioned at the start of the year in my breeding plans video. These two are actually half brother and sister, and their father is the red cockbird in my YouTube display picture. The hen's actually fairly old, she's 9 years old, and the cock is a young bird. And this is my project to breed yellow racing pigeons. As you know, we need the dilute gene to breed yellows, and this cock does carry dilute. The only problem is that in his genetics it's linked to the blue base colour, so we will need a chromosomal crossover to get yellow out of him. But he'll have a few chances this year, and we'll see what happens. And of course all the babies out of this pair, and the others, will be going to race. Down here are the tigers, and I decided to put them both together to try and just so that we can try and get a tiger grizzle out of them. I have had a bit of trouble getting a tiger this year, and these pigeons aren't mine. I've actually borrowed them off a friend, so I would like to just get myself a tiger grizzle and then be able to give them back. You've seen these two already in the Ember Grizzle Project video, but they are down here as well. Let me know what you think of this grizzle. He's one that I bred 2 years ago, and when I bred him I was absolutely sure he was a cock, and he was in the cock's cage. Since then he has spent over a year up at my parents' house, again in the cock's cage, and he paired himself up to another cock, but didn't lay any eggs. And now he's been acting a little bit feminine. So let me know, do you think the grizzle is a hen, or just a confused cock? And finally down here is a project I'm pretty excited about. This is my blue stepper hen who I picked up last year, and she's paired with the old black cock who carries the brown gene. And pairing these two together, I have the chance of producing a spread stepper cock who carries both brown and black, which I think is a really good looking colour. A lot of people try to breed the classic almond colour with the bronzes and the recessive red, but personally I'd like to try something a little bit different. So I'm excited to see how this project goes. And of course, this isn't a colour project, this is a racing pigeon project, and these babies will be going to race. Now my barless hen and her baby did go back up to my parents' house temporarily. They will be coming back into the breeding project possibly this year, if not early next year, and we will continue that project. Unfortunately I didn't get a chance to make a video to say goodbye to them, but they will be coming back, they aren't gone forever. And our little black babies are down here in the quarantine cage. They're making some new friends. And we might have an update on these guys later in the week. It's a bit of an exciting surprise.